Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us. I'm Ryan Street, and I'm here with my brother Chris Street and our good buddy Chris Catron. So two Chris's and a Ryan, and we are excited to be doing this. How you guys doing today?
Doing good,
Yeah,
guys.
doing great.
Yeah, it's fun. First time doing this, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
First time for all of us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk a lot about just geeky stuff that we like and just stuff that's going on in our lives, and we're just gonna have a fun time, and we'll see where it goes from here. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So, what have you guys been doing this week? Either one of you.
Mr. Catron.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, this is Chris Catron. What have I done this week? Well, just a lot of work. And one thing I did do the other night that was pretty cool. My son and I, he's 5, we set up a Raspberry Pi. And if you're familiar with those at all or not familiar with those at all, it's a really small mini computer that costs $35. That's used for different kinds of projects where you can build things for home automation or do what we did and make it what's called a RetroPie. And you can run a bunch of different emulators on it for Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Genesis, all kinds of retro systems. So I got him involved and had him plug all the cables in and type in some of the commands to get it going. But it was pretty cool. But other than that, just doing some work and getting ready for this.
Catron is the smart one of the three of us.
Don't
I couldn't do
Yeah.
that to. It sounds like
Don't bull-
disarming a bomb.
Oh
Uh,
no, it's easy. If you can follow instructions, you can read English.
There you go.
Follow instructions, and
That's
yeah,
the problem.
it's super easy.
Well, instead of that, what I
You
did,
said
I got the NES Classic.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get originally, and I've got some friends that had gotten one, and we talked about the RetroPie, and it was just hard to get the classic. You had to know somebody. I feel like a friend of mine knew somebody that works at GameStop, and he called him that day and was like, "Hey man, we just got something in. Come on by." And they didn't know when they were going to get them, but they knew when they had them, they had them. And he ran over and got it real quick. But other than that, they've just been pretty much non-existent for most people, I guess. And so this is a good substitute for it, and it cost me a little bit more just because there's all these other pieces that you get with the kit that I got, but I can do a lot more than a NES Classic.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
Well, I
course, I have
got
to,
yeah,
technically, I have to
technically.
own these games to use the ROM, so I don't have many ROMs, but
I don't have many
it's
ROMs either.
yeah. I tried to get the NES Classic. I went to go meet a guy under a bridge somewhere. He said he had some.
I tried to get you one.
Needless to say, like several hours later, I woke up in the alley
Missing a
and
kidney.
got my wallet. But I mean, missing a kidney. But you got two. I mean, I think I'm fine.
Well, I
But
tried
yeah,
to get you one. Remember?
I know you did.
I
I was so
first
excited.
off, I didn't think they were going to be that big of a thing. I thought, oh, it's going to be something
Yeah.
cool. And then so I got up that morning like early, the first day to go get one, and I got to Target. I live outside of Houston, so Houston's a crazy place, anyways. Got to Target and there was a line down the side of Target, and so I was like, well, I'll try it. So I get in line. And then, I mean, this is like before Black Friday, so that craze hasn't started yet. And I'm in line, and there's some kind of tussle or something, like a few people in front of me, and these two ladies getting a fist fight over this thing. It was crazy, and the manager came out and said, "Everybody, just get in line, get in line." And they came out and said, "By the way, we only have 4 in stock."
Mm-mm.
4. So these ladies went berserk, and they just ran for. Everybody started running for their car because Best Buy opened like a few hours later.
Mm.
So I get in my car and I'm driving to Best Buy, which is across the street, and I'm beside one of the ladies that was in the fight.
Oh my gosh.
And I look, and she's with this other lady in her car, and I could sort of tell what she was saying, and she said, "Don't worry," and she pulls a revolver up
Oh my god.
to show her friend. It was like, I got this, and I'm like,
no.
oh no. So I get to Best Buy, and she's there too, and there's not that many people at Best Buy yet because it wasn't open for another couple hours. So I'm standing in line, and they come out and they say, "Oh, we've got plenty of them, 2 per person." I'm like, "Sweet." So I called Chris and I was like, "You want one?" He's like, "Sure." And then they came out and said, "Never mind, 1 per person, and we only have 5 controllers, extra controllers." So I still don't have an extra controller, which is ridiculous. But
Oh wow.
yeah, that's Nintendo. They do that sometimes. They bring out a product limited release. So it drives the price up and stuff. But
I couldn't believe what people are paying on eBay for them. It's like,
gosh, yeah.
I should have sold mine on eBay. But it's
There you
fun.
go.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
get to
that's
play,
not bad.
yeah, Castlevania. Castlevania's fun. You get to play Tecmo Bowl, which Katrin and I have played many, or we used to. In college.
Yeah.
They had Tecmo Bowl, which was
Plenty of
really fun. Oh yeah. So cool. Yeah, that was my story of NES Classic. So I'm glad that's over with. So I'm not doing that again. But now they have the Switch out, which So I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
We'll see.
They-
I've seen too many videos of people putting their controllers on backwards and they can't get them off.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
They click on and they have to get a screwdriver and like pry it off and stuff. I'm like, come on, Nintendo.
Oh wow.
Nintendo, not a sponsor.
No, we love their products.
we love them. Just make more of them.
We have no complaints about their products whatsoever.
That's so good. They're fun once you get them, if you can get them.
If you know, that's the thing.
Oh, so did you guys see? It just came out today. The teaser trailer for Justice League.
Ooh, yeah. I
Yes.
watched the commercial to watch the teaser for the trailer before it. It was great. I mean, it's like 10 minutes pass, and then I got to see like 2 seconds of a teaser. I loved it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's like what planet are we on now that we see trailers for trailers about movies? It's like that's so crazy.
Weird.
Gets everybody hyped up about it, I guess. But
So, what did you think of the 2 seconds of teaser?
Well, there were 2 of them. There was a Batman one and an Aquaman one.
Oh, I only saw the Aquaman one.
I only saw the Aquaman.
Okay. Yeah, the Aquaman one. It was cool. I mean, the big wave effects and everything. I thought it interesting. Okay, I'm going to be my geeky self because I love comic books. He's got the Triton. I didn't realize, like, it looks in the trailer like the Triton controls the water, which Aquaman doesn't necessarily do in the comics. So I don't know if they're kind of going with that or not. Like his wife, Mara, she can control water, and so can Aqualad, but he just really talks to fish. So I don't know. I guess they're trying to make him cooler.
Well, yeah, they gave him the big old beard.
Yeah, wasn't he blonde-headed with the orange shirt and?
Yeah. I mean,
Where's his orange shirt? That's all that Katrin's wondering.
Like, this is an
orange shirt and the pants with the fins. That's all I want.
No.
Friend Dolphin Boy. Just well, in the comics, he's gone through different things. He's had the big beard or whatever when he went through his 90s phase. And lost a hand.
Yeah, that's
and had the harp for the hand. But this is Khal Drogo, so they got him, make him all beardy.
Yeah.
So what was the Batman one like?
The Batman one, I mean, it was basically Batman standing on top of what I guess was like a gargoyle death creep, like a statue thing. He's just kind of standing on top of that. And it's like there's something about getting the Justice League together, and then it showed Bruce Wayne, and that was it.
Oh. Well, if I'm
right.
being honest, I'm not. I don't have high hopes for it. We'll see.
What?
We'll see. I don't know. I'm sorry. If it's anything like Batman Superman, no.
Yeah.
That was.
I can't. I kind of liked Batman Superman. I can't help it.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, it's flawed, but I don't know. I kind of liked it. The uncut edition I thought was a lot better. They actually had some more story points to it that they cut out for some reason.
Oh, they had story. There's story points, and I didn't know there were.
Yeah, it was actually story points. That they cut out. They're like, no one wants to see this. Like all the executives in a room. I don't. No one wants to think. Just get rid of all that. We don't want it.
Well, maybe I'll have to watch that version.
I want more brooding. We need more brooding in this. I don't want Superman to talk at all.
I'm all on board for the television universe. I love them. The movie universe so far.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I haven't cared for.
Well, the television embraces its comic book kind of background, especially Flash, and
because you've got more time,
stuff like that.
Yeah, you've got more time for
the
characters, right?
But this week was the musical episode of Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah.
I think we all watched it, and we all have our own thoughts about it. I just felt it was sort of a Glee reunion. Wasn't it like 3 people from Glee?
There was 3 people from Glee.
Yeah.
It was Supergirl, Flash, and then the Music Meister is also from Glee.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's coming back.
I mean, I didn't watch Glee, so I don't know. I'm not telling you that, but I'm not a musical fan. I don't really care for musicals a lot of times. I like Disney stuff, and I like a little thing here and there. I actually liked the episode. I thought it was funny.
I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it. My favorite part was the Super Friends song.
That was good. I like that. That was
hilarious.
That was written. I don't know if you've seen any of the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's also on the CW.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun show. It's a musical kind of show, but it's very lighthearted about it and everything. And the actress wrote that song for it. Oh. She actually heard they were doing it and called up the executives like, I got to write for this show. And they're like, yeah, I'll write for the show then. And so she used to work on Robot Chicken. And so she called up one of her friends there. They wrote the song together. And yeah, that song, it's very typical Crazy Ex-Girlfriend type song.
It was
funny. It's just kind of very lighthearted. It's fun. But I really liked it.
What would have made it perfect is if the Wonder Twins had danced in the background and one of them turned to water and the other one turned into some cool animal or whatever they did. That's what it reminded me of. If you remember, I'm showing my age, the Justice League Super Friends cartoon from the 80s?
Yeah.
The 80s?
Yeah. Well, was it late 70s, 80s?
Somewhere in there.
It was somewhere around that time period. Because, was it Adam West did some Batman voice stuff for it?
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I just remember we had most of the toys.
We had the Hall of Justice, and we had Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern, and all that.
I think
I'm sure we still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
You probably have it somewhere.
Probably, I probably took it.
Yeah, just like when we were children, you steal all of our toys.
No.
So
I give you I don't know. I give you the ones I don't want. Like you got the generic Ghostbusters, right? And I got the real Ghostbusters.
But I
Ghoul
mean,
Busters.
which came first though? I mean, the Ghostbusters has a giant ape with a backpack. I mean, come on, that's so much better.
True, but the real Ghostbusters have Slimer, so
I
you
mean,
know.
technically, you could say Dan Aykroyd is also a giant monkey with a backpack, but
Technically,
he's not a real giant.
Oh, that
monkey
brings me
with a
back
backpack.
to the Flash. One of my thoughts was musicals their Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, kind of basically, yeah. The first thing that pops into your head. They were both really into musicals.
So musicals
And
were
they
their Stay
definitely,
Puft because he said
yeah.
it could have been a war movie, it could have been this, but you chose musicals. And when they
It
said
could have been
that,
something awesome.
yeah, when they said that, I was like, it's Stay Puft. It's their Stay Puft. I don't know why Supergirl and
What if
Flash
their
both have the same Stay Puft, but they do.
What if their favorite thing was Marvel movies? Would they end up in a Marvel movie then?
Oh, no, that would have been interesting. Hmm.
I don't know. I like just some of the random things, like with the music. It was during when all the dads were singing, like John Berman,
all the
like
dads,
Merlin,
yeah.
all the dads, all three dads, which is another spin-off CW show I think they're doing.
I'd watch it.
It's like three. It was like I'd watch it, yeah. But yeah, music started up, and like Barry was just standing there, like, "Oh, what?" And he just kind of started looking around, like, "Oh, there's music happening. I'm gonna sit down and listen to this." He just kind of sat there, just enjoying it. I love that. I don't know.
But the moral of the story for the show was that it's all about love, right? That's what pretty much. If there's not love, then
and maybe
not going to conquer.
Maybe we should have mentioned this. Maybe we should have mentioned this before we started doing this. Like, spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
There's
spoiler alert. Maybe I'll go back and put that in.
Into this.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
We'll put that on the little thing. Spoilers.
Kaiser Soze.
And then at the very end of the episode, all of them die. And
all of them die.
And that's it.
But they die doing what they love.
Singing musicals.
Singing Oklahoma.
So I know, Chris, I think you have some fan theories, right? On the Flash, what's going on?
I have a few, like one in particular. It's not necessarily like a theory. It's just something I think they could do to get out of the predicament that they're in. For those listening, if you don't know, Savitar, which is basically the Indian god? I can't remember which of speed or whatever. He's the big bad this season. And Barry saw the future, and Savitar is going to kill Iris, his one true love, at some point in the future. And so they're trying to change the future and everything. So I was when I've been watching it, there's a character HR who's from a different universe, parallel universe and everything, and he has this one gadget where he can change his face, and everybody sees him as somebody else. So I'm wondering if he's going to use that and take Iris's place, and he actually gets killed instead of Iris. Savitar thinking he's killing Iris, so that could actually change the future and everything, because he's been trying to find his place on the team and everything, because he's not smart, he doesn't really do anything besides twirl drumsticks and drink coffee.
Yeah,
that's about it. Lots of coffee, because there's no coffee on the planet he comes from.
Was it Earth 19 or something like that?
Earth 19, yeah. Which I don't understand. Like, all these Earths apparently are okay with them being Earth 1.
Yeah.
We're Earth 1, but and he just shows up. Yeah, I'm from Earth 19. Like, how do you know you're 19, and why would you pick 19?
18 was
out of all the numbers.
Yeah.
I guess so. But anyway, it's not necessarily a theory. It's just something I think it could be a nice kind of plot thing for them to do, where he kind of sacrifices himself for the team, of everything. Even though they showed what they thought was him up on a building with a gun, I think that's actually his doppelganger.
Yeah.
From from Earth 2.
Yep.
That may be actually on the top of the building because he always has guns and shooting people.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's true.
No,
That's a good
theory.
Yeah.
Theory.
Now we don't have to watch anymore.
I know. What do we?
You don't have to watch. You're all done. I've explained the whole show for you.
Start watching something else.
Yeah.
So next week,
we
may find out who Savitar is, right?
Supposedly, Abracadabra, the villain of the week, who's an evil magician, and I think in the comics turned Barry into a puppet at one point.
Hopefully that's coming.
Maybe that happens. Maybe like Jeff Dunham, like Flash puppet. That'd be great. Flash on a stick. It goes super fast on a stick.
Oh man.
But yeah, apparently he knows who Savitar is. I don't know.
Do you know who Savitar is?
I do not. There's some theories floating around that it could be Wally from the future. It could be HR. I'm thinking it's going to be someone that, like, the Flash didn't help by doing some kind of Speed Force thing, and they took offense to that and got their own superpowers. So that's actually a character in the comics. I think Zoom, or one of the characters, actually did that and tried to have Flash change the past so they could fix, I think, their broken legs or something, and he refused to do it, and so he became a supervillain. So I'm wondering if it's going to be something like that.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall
Again,
see.
I have no life and read a lot of things, so I have a lot of theories.
Yeah, the internet is full of them. They're all over the place.
No.
So that's DC, but Marvel has their own thing going right now too with Netflix, and Iron Fist is the latest incarnation to come out, I guess, if you want to call it that, or whatever you want to call it, the latest show to come out. I've seen Daredevil. I've watched Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, and I just started. I'm into Iron Fist now. You guys have any thoughts on Iron Fist at all?
I'm just 2 episodes into it, but I've
give you
enjoyed it.
spoilers.
Yes, please do. No, I'm just a couple episodes in, but I like it so far. I'm not a big comic book nerd or know a whole lot about them, so it's like it doesn't bug me. I've got a friend at work that has read all of those. Like, he knows, gosh, he's knows all the backstories of all these that they're doing, and all the different things, and knows all these that I've never heard of, and he's like, yeah, it's whatever. But it's, I don't know. I've liked it so far just because it's jumped right into the action, and whereas and Luke Cage was great too, but it took forever. It was like, what is this show? Is this?
He had to sweep the floor of all the hair on the floor. He had a lot to do.
Yeah, but again, I love that show, and this one's a little bit cheesier, but so far, I mean, the music's good in it, and the bad guys are annoying, so that's good, I guess, and the action's pretty good, so yeah.
Well, we won't give you any spoilers. We'll try not to. I've liked it so far. I think I'm on episode 9, and it's there's some twists and turns, and not to give anything away, but that's one thing I've liked with these whole Marvel series on Netflix. Each one, you think one person is the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets off like in episode 3, and you're like, "Oh, okay, well,
yeah,
I guess we're going a different direction here."
No spoiler there.
No spoiler. Really, gee whiz, thanks.
No, it's not who you think. No, it's not.
Oh, no.
For Iron Fist, Iron Fist is different.
No.
But like in Luke Cage, they did that with one of the characters. I won't say which one.
Yeah, that was crazy. But
but yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think my favorite villain so far of the whole series, of all the series, is still dude from Jessica Jones, which I forgot his character's name.
The purple man.
Oh man, that was a creeper.
Oh, it's great. He's such a good actor.
Oh yeah.
Anything he does, he just goes like whole hog.
Yeah.
And everything he does. I gotta look up his name. I can't.
David Tennant.
It's Doctor Who. David Tennant. Doctor Who. The best Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
Probably people are gonna hate me for saying that. But yeah, he was great on that. Like the show overall for Jessica Jones was pretty good. But yeah, a lot of people I know like, I couldn't get into it. I didn't like it. But you have to get past those first 4 episodes or something.
Yeah.
When he shows up.
Yeah.
I've of course have watched all of Iron Fist.
Of course you have.
Because again I have no life, and my wife thinks he's actually pretty hot. So we binged. Which he's an attractive man.
Liking the Danny Rand, huh?
Well, he's got a Justin like a back like a NSYNC Justin Timberlake hair going on.
Yeah,
which is kind of nice. But yeah, I've liked it. I don't really know a whole lot about Iron Fist except for the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah,
he's very zen and everything in that, so it's a lot different.
Yeah, and I use him on Marvel Puzzle Quest game. That's about all I know.
Oh yeah.
He's a good character to use. But,
yeah.
Which we can talk about that in a minte if we want to, because it's a fun game.
Isn't he the only person that can hurt Luke Cage? That's what a friend of mine said, that his punch can actually damage Luke Cage. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know, but yeah, I could see that being able to do that.
Yeah.
They had that one bullet or whatever. So I would think he would be able to, knock him down for a bit. I think Jessica Jones could too a little bit in the series. She could have. I mean, I don't think she was toe to toe with him, but she could clock him a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Defenders when they bring them all together.
Yeah.
Yes, that's later this summer.
Oh, so it's not too far away.
Yeah, it's not too far away. They have all of them. I love, instead of them doing a second season of Luke Cage and a second season of Iron Fist, if they'd actually just do a second season of them together.
Yeah.
Because
Heroes for Hire.
Because I do know, Heroes for Hire. I do know in the comics, they do that. And a lot of their characters cross over on the shows and the comics a lot.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
Right now, we just have Claire really crossing over. The nurse. Yeah, and I can't remember. I can't remember what episode she comes in at, so I don't know what. Oh yeah, oops.
Have you seen her at all?
Well,
no.
she's basically the character that's in every series.
Yeah,
sure. No,
she's the Nick Fury of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes. I do.
No.
I don't think Cater.
Cater forgets he's on a podcast. He just shakes his head no.
For those at home that can't see.
Yeah, he's shaking his head no. You'd like it. I think. It's really good. And they come back April 4th, I think, or something like that.
Okay. That's been good. I wish they would do some kind of something with, because I saw recently was Anthony Mackie who plays the Falcon.
Yeah.
It's that's a totally different universe from us.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I know. They mention everything about the Avengers and the movies and stuff in all the TV shows, but
it's not a different universe. He was.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he's talking about, even though he's in the movie. Because they mention it, they say all the stuff that happens. So same universe. It's just on TV. They've even had some of the characters from the movies on the show.
Yeah, I mean Nick Fury's been on S.H.I.E.L.D. and so's what's her name from Thor?
She's on. But yeah, it all ties in together because whatever happens after Civil War, Captain America shows up on the show. And it all ties in. And that's smart, and I like that they do that. I did hear a rumor that Daredevil, the guy who plays Daredevil, may not be playing him in the movies because they're thinking about putting him in Infinity War. And they're thinking about getting a different actor to play him. Which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Like I'm guessing it's it's like a big contract thing or something. But they don't want to pay it. His contract's probably set up for the TV show, and that's like a whole different thing to set up for the movies.
Yeah, but I don't know how people will feel about that. Another guy pops on the screen, and then you go home and watch it on Netflix, and it's a different guy.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
It's kind of same thing with the Flash a little bit, but that's a little bit different. There's going to be a movie Flash and a TV Flash.
Yeah, but they pretty much kept everything separate.
Yeah, everything's separate with that. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of people like they should have just used Grant Gustin.
They should have.
Yeah.
Y'all know that Barry Allen's dad, speaking of Flash again, he played Flash in the '90s show.
Oh yeah,
right?
I remember that show.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I remember loving that show.
Yeah. With the big bulky like Flash suit.
Yeah.
And then you had Mark Hamill on there as a trickster, which he's got to reprise his role again, which is great because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And
What?
I know.
No.
Isn't it crazy?
No,
that's my
come on.
thing.
No.
I could talk about Star Wars all day and all night. Can't wait for the new movie. And then they just announced today more info on the Han Solo standalone movie.
I saw that with Woody Harrelson's character's name. Right?
Iger was at a conference thing, and he basically told him some stuff about the movie. That's basically the beginnings of Han Solo, how he gets the ship, which we sort of know how he gets the ship, unless they change it. How he meets Chewbacca, how he even gets his name, which that's never really been discussed before.
I
just always thought it was Han Solo.
Parents.
Yeah.
I just figured his parents gave it to him.
Yeah, so maybe that's
Solo.
not his birth name, which could be interesting.
I'm sure it's some other hard to pronounce name from the Star Wars universe character.
But yeah. Did you guys see Rogue One?
Yes.
Man, I'm ashamed. I've not seen it. I know it's ridiculous. We don't go to movies much, and we're actually ordering it so we can own it because we have to. But I do plan on watching it. But
you'll love it. I won't go into any spoilers.
Sure
it is.
God, it's just it's real embarrassing.
It's so good.
Because I work in IT, and it's like everybody's seen it. Because that I work with, it's like and it's. I'm that guy that hadn't seen it yet.
That guy.
I did get to see Force Awakens.
That's good.
That was
I saw it before everybody else did, or at least that weekend when it came out. And I had some free tickets at a theater in Nashville and went and saw it, and so that was fun. But in 3D nonetheless. So
I saw it multiple times. I'm
not
ashamed to say.
I saw it a couple times in theaters and a bunch of times at home.
Yeah, when it was in theaters, people kept saying, "Oh, you like Star Wars? Let's go to the movies." And they would take me, and I'm like, "Let's do it.
Let's do this."
I saw it I don't know, 4 times
really?
in the theater.
Those out?
Yeah. But
there's a Star Wars movie out. I did not know that.
I had no idea. I'm sitting in my Star Wars room that I've sort of got together, so there's Star Wars stuff everywhere. So. Which in a few weeks, 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks?
Sure.
My brother Chris, because there's 2 Chris's. There's Katrin and then there's Chris Street.
The biological one.
Yes, the one I'm related to. We are heading down to Star Wars Celebration, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And I've been before, and but it was before Disney bought Star Wars, so it was a little different. So I'm expecting this one to be a lot more crowded and a lot more crazy. And I was one of the happiest people. Some people were for it, some against it, but I'm so happy that now Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel, three of my favorite things, are under one sort of roof, which is
umbrella.
And now that they have Pandora, that's another thing that's one of your favorite.
So they have Pocahontas Land, as I like to call it. It looks good, Pandora. I mean, we can talk about that for a minute. It looks good, and I'm sure it's going to be great. It just, when they announced it in 1836 that they were building it, I was like, really? You have so many other properties that you already own. Okay. Mm-hmm. It looks good. And I've heard good things about the rides, the boat ride, and the
Soarin' 2.0.
Soarin', 2.0.
Or 5.0 or whatever.
Where you ride the what is that creature called? I don't even know.
I don't know.
The dragon creature.
Giant.
Supposedly, like when you sit on it, you can feel it breathing and stuff, which could be cool. And
that they have tail sex with or hair.
Yeah. Family friendly.
It's very much. It's part of the movie. You can't help it. Just like it's just Disney. It's very informative. I mean, it's teaching kids everything. It's like that one place in Epcot.
Like I saw like the official Disney, like they have a Pandora site that you can go, and it's like you're talking to people from Pandora, and it like you ask them whatever questions, and they answered like all of them, and somebody said, will there be people nude there? And they were like, maybe. It's like what?
Can't do that.
Animal Kingdom loosens its reins a little bit here. When we're down there, it won't be open yet. It doesn't open until May 27th. Yeah. But then I'm going back in June, which I can't believe. We're having a baby, and some of our Florida friends wants to throw us a baby shower, so we're going to Orlando, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to go visit Pandora while I'm there.
Okay, I get it now. This is why you're having a baby. You're using it for a trip to Disney World. I get it now. Okay.
I still have my annual pass from when we lived there. So, and we're Vacation Club members, Disney Vacation Club members, which we can talk about that some other time. But I'm going there, so hopefully I'll get to see Pandora, see some of the other stuff that's going on at Disney World, because there's a ton of stuff going on. Disney Springs, which used to be downtown Disney, is just blowing up with stuff.
Yeah, it's like 10 million restaurants now, and it's really nice. It looks totally different than it used to, and it's a lot like the outside malls that you go to nowadays, it's neat, there's shopping and all kinds of good food places now.
Yeah, there's some good
stuff. I haven't been there forever.
Yeah, Chris, you won't recognize it. It's completely different.
I saw that what's its play the thing with all the virtual games and stuff that's
Disney Quest.
Disney Quest,
going away.
Yes.
Not only Disney Quest going away, but Circus Soleil is going away.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Circus Soleil's last show is December 31st. So who knows what they're going to put in that building? In Disney Quest, they're going to put an NBA theme thing, which they did at Universal, and it didn't work out. So I don't know how it's going to go over at Disney.
Probably just as well.
Yeah. So that's going in there. They haven't announced what's going in Circus Soleil. I mean, who knows if they'll do some kind of Disney Broadway thing or what they'll do in there. But yeah, Disney Springs is cool. We were there when they cut the ribbon and opened it, and
Nice.
which was pretty funny because there was like vloggers galore with their cameras, video, and everything. And I'm like, you could just go to a mall and see these stores. It's same thing. They do have a cupcake place which has an ATM where you can buy cupcakes.
Nice.
Ooh.
And me and one of my buddies was there, and we walked up because we wanted to try it, and we walked up to the door, and there was a lady standing there working there, and we said, "Oh, how are the cupcakes? Are they good?" And she said, "They're okay." I'm like, "You're the people greeting. You're the person that they picked to greet the people coming in to sell their product. Yeah, they're okay." We got
buy this. Sure.
We got
Yeah,
one
I guess
though,
so.
and it was okay. The ice cream was better.
Well, then
than
she
the
was
cupcake.
telling the truth.
Yeah. She was
Being
telling the truth.
honest.
I had
Gosh,
Captain Crunch ice cream there, and it was pretty amazing.
I think with cupcakes, it's bad enough when you go to a place that they're usually dry, because they've been sitting all day. They got to make a bunch of them so that they can get, have enough for customers. So in a machine, I imagine it'd probably be about the same or worse. It's
Well,
kind of weird.
they put it in there's an actual store. We went in the store, not the ATM, but it's like side
Gotcha.
by side. So to me, it was just a fancy drive-through window.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good places to eat. They have a place called the Boathouse, which is amazing, and they have boat cars, amphicars or whatever that you can ride in, and it's a car that goes in the water.
Yeah, those are really neat. We saw some people driving those around one night, and it was just really neat looking.
how
Cool
could a
things.
car be a boat? That's crazy.
It's the future. The future is now.
Yeah,
But,
like a coat? No.
Yeah,
Coat.
Flavortown just opened, aka Planet Hollywood Observatory, with special guest celebrity chef Guy Fieri.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I've got some friends that have been. I have not been, and they say it's horrible. Save your money. They say it's not good at all.
So you like walk out with a heart attack? Is that what-
They just had the burger, which is like they're supposed to have these amazing burgers, and they ate it, and it was like one of the worst burgers they've ever had.
Oh wow,
So,
man.
yeah, not a
Not being-
sponsor.
Drivers, dive-ins, and dives.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they had there, I guess. They are building a place called the Edison, which is supposed to be pretty cool, and supposedly there's a rumor that there's going to be a secret entrance. That's going to be like called Walt's entrance or something, and you have to go underneath a bridge to get into it. So we'll see if that actually plays out.
Do you have to be named Walt to get in?
Yeah,
Or okay.
you have to be named Walt and have a mustache.
Mhm.
Could you get a "Hello, my name is" sticker, and
Oh,
would
sure.
that be?
They would never.
Yeah,
They would never know.
never.
Never
know.
know. I think that works.
Never go.
Well, come on in.
It's amazing how many Walts there are here today.
So yeah, they're plugging. I mean, Disney Springs is growing. Of course, Star Wars Land was announced 2019 opening date, which is crazy.
Takes forever for Disney to do anything. It's
I know.
so crazy.
Which down the road, Universal opens stuff up in a year. They're like, hey, let's
Yeah.
build a third park. Okay, when's it going to open? Next summer, which is what they did last year. And
Yeah.
they're opening their third park this May, which is a water park, but it's still a park. Volcano Bay, which looks like it's going to be really cool.
Mm.
That volcano is huge.
Oh
I saw
wow.
a picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're driving down I-4, you can just see it like there. It's just like right there on I-4.
That's crazy.
So that's going to be
So
cool.
it's going in and out of traffic. You're like shooting in and out of traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Through the slides, like oh geez, look.
It goes right over I-4, and you think you're going to run into a semi, but you don't.
Awesome. I want to ride that. I went on a water slide before in Atlantis, and when we went on the Disney cruise, we went to the place in Atlantis, and they have a bunch of water slides there, and one of them goes through a shark tank.
Oh, that's
Oh
fun.
wow,
and so like shoot down, and there's like sharks all around you and stuff. And it's
that's
cool.
crazy.
People die. And, well, maybe not.
Are
I
they
mean,
sitting there like with like
possible.
a napkin around their neck, holding like a fork and a knife when you go past them? Because that would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
they like rub you down with meat, and then they send you down to the slide, and it's fun. I mean, the grease from the fat and the meat, it just shoots you right through, so you're fine.
There we go. I've never been on a cruise. One day, hopefully, I'll get to go.
Oh, so good. If you're gonna go on a cruise, go on a Disney cruise. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, the best.
And
Yeah,
if Disney Cruise would like to be a sponsor, just let me know, and
Yeah,
we'll plug it
we'll
anytime.
plug it
listening
anytime.
out there, we go a lot, and we want to go more.
But it's funny because my brother and my wives both have the same first name, Jennifer, and so like Disney Cruise stuff will send us stuff like, "Hope you enjoyed your cruise. Fill out this survey," and we're like, "What are you talking about? We didn't go on a cruise." So we feel like a
You
horrible
just don't.
survey. We say how bad it was, and
Uh, that makes a lot of sense now. We get a lot of evil eyes when we go on the ship. Oh, it's those people, the horrible critics.
oh man. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap this baby up?
I don't know. I'm done talking to you guys. I mean,
Well, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming. We hopefully we'll be doing this more if you guys want it. This may be the last time. You never know. That's how we are.
the world may end
No, wait.
tomorrow.
We have a Twitter, so we can't stop it. It just has to
yeah.
keep going.
We
have
have
to
we have a domain name and
A
everything.
domain. So we're here for the long haul.
legally binding.
That's right.
T-shirts will be coming soon. Before we wrap up, so my brother is a animator, computer animator. You've probably seen, if you've gone to the movies, you've seen his name in all the movies.
Every single one.
Every single one,
On every
whether he's
one
done
of them.
anything on it or not.
How do we get him? How did we get him on this podcast? Man.
I know. I am super famous. I don't know why I'm talking to you people.
So famous.
It's crazy.
But
Oh
your
my
name changes like between movies. Sometimes it's Christopher Street, and sometimes it's Chris Street. Sometimes
Well, I
it's
got
like
a lot of credit.
Street.
I got a lot of creditors that are after me, so I got to switch it up.
Well, he's
So
doing
no,
more.
I worked on like X-Men First Class and Life of Pi and the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies and stuff like that. It's fun. I love my job. I'm just playing with toys all day.
Life of Pi. You got an Oscar for that. So.
Yes, I have. I don't have an Oscar, but
Oh, just say you do. You have a picture of you
won.
holding one.
Yeah. I have a picture of me holding one. Yeah, it's in the bathroom. I just keep it in there just to remind myself of how awesome I am in the morning. That's cool.
Can you say anything about what you're working on now, or is it like hush hush?
I cannot because I will get shot out of a cannon.
I thought I would try.
Is that in your contract?
It's in my contract. It's a weird contract. It's very specific. Out of a cannon. It's the out of the cannon clause. It really gets you. Like, it's very fine print. You gotta you could. It's easily missed.
Well, how about this? Do you have a favorite scene that you've done in a movie?
Favorite scene that I've done in a movie? Oh my goodness. Well, actually, I mean, one of them. I don't know. I mean, it's one of my favorites. So in X-Men First Class, Emma Frost. She Professor X and Magneto come in the room, and Magneto starts warping the bed around her and pinning her to the brass bed. So I animated a lot of that. in there, and so I got to stare at January Jones all day, which was kind of nice.
And that's why it's your favorite scene.
That's my favorite scene. But no, so when it's warping around her, I actually like put my initials in the bed frame. It's very slight.
Nice.
You can't see it unless I point it out to you, really, because I had to make it pretty slight. But yeah, CLS is like in the bed frame.
Well, there you go.
Corpse.
Little trivia for you.
Which
there,
is
folks.
one of my favorite X-Men movies, if not my favorite, was First Class.
Oh.
As it should be.
Yeah.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Logan's up there though. Logan's
so good.
Logan's. If you like westerns and travel movies, cross country movies, and people getting sliced
Johnny
up,
Cash.
Johnny Cash, then you'll love Logan. I think
Cash and Death.
yeah. So we started with the big wig, the Hollywood guy. Katrin, tell us about your wonderful world.
My wonderful world. So I am an IT manager at a nonprofit in Memphis. So I manage a group of guys that do support and for a help desk and do all kinds of stuff, with computers. That's my world for the most part, and I get to do a lot of cool stuff and make a difference in Memphis and around the United States. We have places all over it. So I won't get into what exactly we do, but yeah.
You'd have to kill us if you told us.
I had to kill you.
It's illegal, isn't it? That's why.
Technically, no. No, there's just this whole thing about how you present yourself on social media and all that.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
I could tell you all about what I do. Every single thing. I could go into such detail, and not get in trouble for it. It involves a lot of poopy diapers and screaming 2-year-olds. No, right now, we moved to Houston for my wife's job. She got offered a really great job, and so right now I'm a stay-at-home dad, which is something I never thought I would do. It's fun and frustrating at times, but I love it. And I had a job since I was 16. If you don't count mowing lawns before that, but so not going into work every day has been really weird. But it's fun. So I have a 2-year-old, and we have a baby girl on the way.
The reveal. Oh yeah, I think I knew that. Or did I know that?
You knew that.
We knew it was. That's right. We did know it was a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have a boy and a girl.
I probably knew.
But he already loves Star Wars, and he can like name all the characters and point to him. And Jennifer's like, "This is what he learns," and I'm like, "Yeah, this is what he learns."
Yeah. Tie him in a chair every day and force him to watch Star Wars.
Yep.
Almost
he loves BB-8. That's his favorite.
Of course.
And I have.
That's learning the alphabet and the numbers at the same time.
I know.
Did you know? Speaking of BB-8, did you know they're going to have a character meet and greet, like, what you get to see Chewbacca, right? They're going to have BB-8.
I know.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have it.
Interesting, like a life-size BB-8. Not just a little one they have in the launch bay, rolling around, but like a full-size one. It'll be interesting.
If he got to meet BB-8, he would pee his pants like on accident, not on purpose.
Isn't that what usually happens?
I know, but I mean, he would just like, because I have a BB-8, the Spiro BB-8, and he cries when I put it away. I go, it's going to go night night because it has to charge. He's like, no, BB-8. So he loves BB-8. So hopefully when we're down there, maybe the meet and greet will have started. And
yeah, that'd be awesome.
He can meet BB-8 in person. I don't know what he would do. He met Katrin when we were down there. He met Kylo Ren. Which he has a Kylo Ren mask that he'll wear. So I'm like, so he'll be okay. So we walk in and he just starts going, no. And Kylo Ren was
Yeah.
just sort of
That's
standing
awesome.
there like, what am I supposed
What do I
to do?
do? Yeah. We didn't get the full Kylo Ren experience, I don't think. So
No.
that was disappointing, but
Yeah.
it's still funny because the pictures are real funny where he's just like
Yeah.
trying to get out of
He's
there.
like, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
He did okay with Chewbacca.
Yeah.
He's okay with
Uh,
Chewbacca. But
Chewbacca's funny.
yeah, but he was. But they have Jawas that run around, and he was terrified of the Jawas. Like,
Who wouldn't be?
like the Jawas will like trade stuff with you, and so I was like, "Here, I'll trade you this kid," and they're like, "Oh!" And they start trying to get him, and he just like freaked out.
You would too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he knows Star Wars, and he loves Disney. He loves Mickey Mouse. So I can't wait to go see Mickey again with him.
Yeah.
And he still gets him free until he's 3, so
Yeah, you got to go now.
I got to take
So
advantage
he's going
of
to be
that.
3 for the next 5 years. Is that what you're saying?
He's gonna be 2 for the next 5 years.
Just
That's
keep dressing him like a
It's a big
kid.
2-year-old. He has glandular problems.
We don't like to talk about it.
Yeah. Quit bringing it up.
He has a full beard. Hey, he's something to eat.
He's got the Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah,
It's fine.
play off Disney. Oh man. But I think that's about it for today. I just got a text that Grant is actually awake, so I have to go get him.
Uh-oh.
So I guess Grant
That's a good way to end the podcast.
Good way to end this this podcast, this show, episode 1. Hopefully, it's better than the Phantom Menace. We'll see. But you can. We'd love for you to listen to it. You can tweet us at iamGEEK Show. You can email us at iamgeekshow@gmail.com. And hopefully we'll be up soon. The show will be up, and hopefully there'll be more coming. But thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to talk again. Got anything else to close it out? Just
We're
head
both
shaking.
shaking our heads.
Head shaking.
What's a head
That's right.
shaking?
I love it.
Thanks
Well, thanks for listening, and hope to hear you. Hear you? No.
Hear ya? No.
Hope you
We
hear
hope
us.
you hear us again
Hear it.
real
Yeah.
soon. And
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I'll probably edit this out, or maybe I'll leave it in because it'll be funny.
I don't know.
But this is I
So
Am
we
Geek.
do the talking and they listen. Yeah.
Yeah, this is I Am Geek, your place for the geek in all of us. So we hope to see you again real soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.